ultra-marathon runner. You've done some extraordinary runs, from running through Death Valley, which you just recently did. Of course, crossed the entire Sahara Desert on foot. And last January, you ran the length of the Atacama Desert, which was 1,200 kilometers in only 20 days. I know it's a big question, but how did you get started in these expeditions?
Well, it's a sort of a long answer, but to try and shorten it as much as possible, I made a series of decisions around the age of 30 to change my life, because I was very unhappy with where I was, and I was also very unhealthy. Smoking a pack of cigarettes, 2 packs a day, and drinking way too much Guinness. Although it's good to drink Guinness, but not that much Guinness. And I just decided that I needed to change something in my life, and it was my health that I was going to take control of, and that led me to running. And through one decision comes another action. And if you told me, in 1998 that I was now going to be running across countries and continents and doing the work I'm doing with Impossible to Possible, I'd say you got the wrong guy. But that's where things led.
And what are some of the biggest challenges, physical challenges, mental challenges in doing these expeditions?
The physical challenges of doing an expedition are obvious, right? You're going to be really sore, tired, you're running thousands of kilometers potentially sometimes. But I'd say it's the mental and emotional challenges that are the greatest for me. I'm a father, I have 2 young daughters, and being away from them is very, very difficult. On the flip side of that, through our foundation, I take young people on expeditions, and so I'm able to spread a message of adventure and empowerment to a group of young people that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to do so. So, it's ebbs and flows and it's a mix of emotions doing the things that I do, but at the end of the day, I absolutely love what I do.
And you mentioned Impossible to Possible. Can you tell me more about the organization you started?
Yeah, when I finished running across the Sahara Desert in 2007, which was 111 days, 7,500K, I spent, this 111 days, running an average of 70K a day, learning about the extraordinary things that we as human beings are capable of doing, and that we sometimes underestimate what we're capable of doing. Running the Sahara taught me that we shouldn't do that. We really can push past incredible limits to achieve things in our lives, but also I learned about water in Africa, and how something that I was taking for granted in my life at home was something that other people appreciate so much. And I thought, gosh, there's other issues like this all over the world. There's other things all over the world. I wish I could take what I learned in running the Sahara, and I wish I could take lessons of the planet and combine them together and make them available for young people. Because if I knew what I knew then, that day, when I put my hands in the Red Sea at 40 years of age, roughly, if I knew what I knew then at 15, I would have done some incredible things. I know it. So we decided to start this organization. There would be no cost for schools to participate, no cost for students to come on expeditions, and I would be a volunteer perpetually in the organization and deliver this Running the Sahara experience over and over again. So we take young people on expeditions. They run up to a marathon a day in some remote part of the world. We combine it with a relevant educational program, and we beam that back using live websites and satellite video conferencing technology to thousands of students around the globe.
That's incredible. And where's your next expedition?
Yeah, the next expedition is with 4 youth ambassadors, 3 North Americans, 1 Indian youth ambassador. We're going to India, to Rajasthan, and our youth ambassadors will run an average of a marathon a day for something around 280 kilometers, 290 kilometers, and they'll learn about access to healthcare and issues associated with access to healthcare in India, and then they'll challenge students around the globe in a comparison to their own communities where they live. What's happening in India with what's going on in their own communities.
So you spoke at the Leadership Summit today, and what do you hope Queen students took away from your talk today?
I hope that through the story that I told about a very regular person who learns that they are capable of the extraordinary, that we're all capable of the extraordinary, I hope that these students take away that what they're doing is incredible. The dedication that it takes to complete the program that they're in, the amount of hard work, that at the end of the day, the most difficult things that we do in our lives can sometimes be the most rewarding. And so I hope that they leave inspired, knowing that they can do the extraordinary.
It was a phenomenal talk. I was lucky to be there, and my favorite thing that you said was nothing is going to stand in the way, especially me. It's incredible. Queen's TV is very lucky to have you here today, and thank you very much.